So first, let's see how we'll be able to create the purchase order. So we can click on this option called Manage Purchase Order. So this is the app we will be using for creation of the purchase order. So in this application on the Fiori, you have been given two options. One, the exact screen we have in this GUI, like we have ME21N for the creation of the purchase order. So that through that you will be able to create the purchase order. The another option is there is a different app to which you will be able to create the purchase order. So that would be little different from what we have seen in the GUI screen. So here you can just see it is saying that manage the purchase order. So you want to see any of your purchase order for your company code. So you can mention your company code ID, and after that you can click on the go option. Click on the go option. So here you can just see this is how you will be able to view your purchase order on the Fury app. So we have created two purchase orders. So one is ending with 57, another is ending with 58. Now, if you want to find out the status of these purchase order, for that you need to go to the relevant purchase order. So, for example, this is the 58 purchase order. I want to see the status. So click on the standard PO, and then we can click on this option called display document flow. Click on this option called display document flow. So here you can just see the system has given you the information that this is the purchase order we have created on 24th of April. Then this is a purchasing group. This is the purchase organization. This is your supplier name, company code, amount, currency. And for that GR has been done. This is a GR. Now next to the GR we have the IR. So this is the IR we have done. So this is the document number we have for the GR, and this is the document number for the IR. So what about the FI document number? So in order to get the FI document, you can just see this is the FI document number. You can just see automatically system has just taken this GR highlighted. Okay, so system has highlighted this GR because this journal entry is related to which document? This journal entry is related to the GR document, and this journal entry is related to which document? This is related to the logistics invoice or IR document. So we'll be able to see this is the journal entry. So that is how you will be able to get the information that okay, for this purchase order, what is the status. Now if I just go back and I want to create a purchase order from the scratch, so you have been given here an option called create purchase order. Create purchase order. Click on the create purchase order option. So this is the one screen like through which you will be able to create the purchase order. We'll have another screen which would be similar to what we have seen in on the GUI, that is the ME21N. So on that we will be having same kind of field in the header line item, and we'll be able to create the purchase order. But let's create the purchase order with this application. So we need to give the currency, then we need to give the purchasing group ID, which is we are using 0001 purchasing group ID. Then after that we have our company code ID, and we have our purchase organization ID. Then supplier name. So we can take here the supplier name 100,519. Now we can just go to the line item. Here it is saying some message. Document contain no item. Let's create the item. So you will also observe here. So we have been given the multiple tabs. So either you go to the relevant tab, or you can also scroll down. Okay. So it will directly take you to that particular tab only. So here we are on the item tab. So we need to add the purchase order item. Click on the create button. So we need to mention here the material we want to buy. So we want to buy raw material. It is RM 2266. So we have our material. Then we need to put the quantity. So we want to buy 100 quantity. And price, you can just see it is already showing as $100 per unit. And plant ID is 2266. Enter. Now we can see here we have the price as 10,000. And after this, here there is some red message. Let's see the red message. It is saying that enter the delivery date. Okay. Then the purchase order item has a default schedule order item. Okay. So here we can enter the delivery detail. This is the information system giving you for your pricing condition. In this pricing condition, here we have the gross price, cash discount 0. Then this is the actual price we have. So this is the delivery date. So let's have the delivery date as today's date, 29th of April 2024. Enter. So now we are able to save this purchase order, and for this we can click on the apply button. Click on this question mark. Okay, all these are the warning message we can ignore and click on the order button. So we can just see we got the PO number. It is 420000216. That is our PO number. Now further, if you want to edit it or with reference to this, you want to create another PO, you can click on the copy option also. But we want to do the good receipt for this. And for the good receipt, we can just click on the go option, scroll down. You can just see this is the third purchase order we have waited. We can click on the standard PO, and here we can go to this option called post good receipt for the purchasing document. You can also get more link. Click on the more link, and if you want to have any of the link on the screen, then you can just select the checkbox. So system is going to show you that link, and through this you will be able to navigate to that particular page and get the information. So here I am going to click on this option called post the good receipt document for this purchasing document. So we need to go down and we need to confirm the this delivered quantity. So we can just select this checkbox. And again here you have been given the option like if you want to do any kind of attachment. So the option is available, but we don't want to attach anything. So we want to do the good receipt, and for this good receipt we need to click on this post button. Click on the post button. So you can just see you got your material document number. It is 50002703. Okay, click on the document number. So you can just see the good receipt document number type we have been given WE, and here it is giving you the information that this was your purchase order number, this is your material document number, and this is your FI document number. So here if we want to view this FI document, click on this, and we want to see the journal entry, we can click on the journal entry. Meanwhile, if you want to see the information for this purchase order on the GUI screen, you can go to the display your purchase order with ME23, and we can display this PO, and we'll be able to get the information here also. Or we can go to this document overview on, and go to the layout, and here we can just see my purchase order. So this is the purchase order we have 4200216, and we can go to the PO history where we'll be able to get the information that we have made a invoicing of 10,000. Now let's go back to the Fiori app. It is still working. Okay, by the time, okay, now it is completed. So you can just see this is the accounting entry system has given you. So your raw material account got debited and your GRAR clearing account got credited. So when this will be debited by system when you are going to do the invoicing. So the same entry we will be also able to see it on this screen. So we can go to the material document, and after that we need to go to the document information tab and then click on the FI document. So this is how we will see the difference, how we can navigate on the GUI and on the Fiori screen. So this is the FI document number. We can view the FI document. So you can just see, so both are matching. So this is what we have now. We need to also do the invoicing. In order to do the invoicing, we can go to the back option. And here we have a option called, we have a application called supplier invoice. Create supplier invoice. Let me just see it. It is not on the home page. So let me just search for it. It is supplier invoice. Supplier invoice. So you can just see this is the application we have. Create supplier invoice. Through this, we will be able to do the IR. We need to give the reference of our purchase order. And this purchase order we can copy here. We can copy the purchase order from the screen. Go back. And this is our purchase order. Now here we can just go down. We can give the reference of our purchase order number, then enter. Now we can go in the header where we need to give the invoice date as, let's say, today's date. And we need to give the reference. Let's have here the reference of purchase order number. Enter. So this vendor number, supplier number has been determined by system automatically. Now we need to mention here the amount. You can just see this amount system is just showing you with the red color 10,000. So where you need to mention this amount in this field called gross invoice amount. So it is 10,000. Enter. And now if you want to check it, click on the check option. So you can just see it is showing you that invoice successfully checked. So now we have the balance 0 in the green color. So we can just go for the posting, or we can also park it. So the way you do the normal parking for your like direct FI invoice, same way for your invoicing also, your purchase order based invoicing, you can do the parking. But here we want to post it. Click on the post option. So you can just see this is your invoice number 51 all 1072. This is your invoice number. You can click on this and it will take you to the invoice. Now from the invoice you will be able to get the FI document also, and by having this document posted into a system, so system is going to create a open item for your vendor, and that open item we can display with the help of transaction code FBL1M. So we have our vendor, it is 10519, and for this we will be able to see the invoice with the current date. So you can just see the date is 29th of April. We have the amount 10,000. R is the document type which will indicate you that this is a purchase order based invoice. And this is your FI document number 86003. Now see this document on this Fiori application also. So we can just go down. Invoice status, it is showing you as posted. If we would have done the parking, system would have shown you here as a park document. And this is the reference document number, means this is your purchase which we entered manually. And after this we can, basically this is the invoice amount. So we will be able to get the FI document. We can click on this journal entry. Click on the journal entry. And also if you go to the purchase order screen on the GUI with ME23N, So we'll have in the PO history, we'll have also a update about this invoicing. So system would have added one more line item of 10,000. So this is for the IR. Basically this IR we did it on Fiori, but it got updated on this GUI also. Now let's see the invoice document, invoice accounting entry document on the Fiori. So this is the purchase order number. After that, this is the invoice number. And for this invoice, we got the accounting document number 86003. So if you want to display the accounting entry, click on this. Actually, here we haven't attached anything. If you would have attached any supporting document, system would have shown you the document also. Relevant tab, journal entry analysis. So this is a document number. Let's go. And here system will give you this information. GRIR clearing account debit, your vendor account credit. A vendor reconciliation account we maintain 100, 500. Now the same thing you will be able to do it with the help of another application called create purchase order. Here we have used application manage purchase order. So you can have the another application. It is a purchase order. This will look like your the screen we have seen on the GUI. Same way here also we'll be able to find out the header line item information. In that we can maintain the field information. Okay, I'll go to the home page. You can just see we have a application called purchase order. Create purchase order. Let's click on this. And here you will see the same kind of layout we have on the GUI. Okay, so we can see on the Fiori also. So for example, if I want to have this header information and this document overview I want to open, and here also if I want to see all my purchase order, so we can see that purchase order also. Further, if you want to see the information for this 216 purchase order, click on this and we can just go to the PO history. So the same thing you can just also see on the SAP Fiori app with this application. Now, if you want to create a new purchase order, so same thing, you can go to the create and you need to give the information in the header line item, you will be able to do it. So here, if I just click on the create button and we need to give here the supplier information, then we can give the purchase order information, purchase organization, and then we have the purchasing group ID as 001. Company code ID we have 2266, and then we can go to the line item data. Click on this. In this, we need to go to the material. Let it be material as the raw material. It is RM, RM, 888, and system will suggest all these material. Sorry, 2266, 2266. So this is the material we have. Quantity we can enter 10, and then we can click on the save option. Plant ID. So system is asking here the plant ID 2266. Then we can click on the save option. So you got the another PO number which is 4200. It is 217. Okay. So same way you can go to this PO. So click on the save option. So you can go to this standard PO, and after that further you will be able to do the GRIR. Okay. Here if I just click on this my purchase order once again. Now you can just see a new purchase order has been added by system ending with 217. So this is how we'll be able to complete our procure to this pay cycle. Actually, now for this, you can either go for the manual payment or you can go for the automatic payment program.